Hey, this is Maxtan, Candid at the movies, and I'm here to give you a TV review of Fallout Season 2. Fallout Season 2 is now streaming on Amazon Prime, starring Ella Purnell, Walter Goggins, Aaron Moulton, Kyle Milankin, and there's quite a few other people that we'll talk about. So the first season, if you have not seen the first season, you need to go see it. I promise you it is worth to watch. The first season follows the three main characters, Miss Purnell, who's Lucy, Walter Goggins, that's the Ghoul, and Aaron Moulton, who's Maximus. And we discover this new world, because this is the adaptation of a very famous video game that a lot of people have played. Unfortunately, I have not. So the first season follows them. We basically follow Lucy as she leaves the vaults, location that's underground after the bombs dropped. And we see how she adapts to the wasteland. The Ghoul is there mostly to help her, and we see a little bit of his backstory, who's also his real name is Cooper. And then we get to see Maximus on the edges. Now, season two is a little bit more advanced. So when we have a season 2, we tend to have more characters, or we go to more locations. This one has a lot of characters. So the first season was Lucy, the Ghoul, and Maximus. Now we have Lucy's dad, and then we also have Lucy's brother Norm. Her dad's name Norm. Then we go back to the vaults, and then we follow the Ghoul as Cooper. We see his origin story basically, and so there's a lot going on. The first season is very, very simple, very tight, very easy to follow. This season, you're gonna have to pay attention a little bit more. You're gonna have to work a little bit more. Now, I felt that was rewarding. I was up to the challenge, and I had an awesome time with it. But this is a viewer warning, so when you watch this, just be careful and understand that you're gonna have to put some work into it. You have to memorize some stuff, remember things. Now, with that being said, I kind of didn't enjoy the opportunity doing all the going back and forth and seeing different stuff happening over and over again. There are many episodes where things didn't happen, where characters disappear for like 2-3 episodes at a time. This is very frustrating because there is some momentum that's being built and it's taken away. On top of that, I felt like the last episode, which was great TV, awesome TV, was a little busy, and so it kind of went from being showing you stuff to actually kind of telling you how you're supposed to feel. Some of the cool things I really enjoyed, the cold opening. This is some of the best cold openings I've seen in a long time for a TV series. So essentially, a cold opening is the first 5 minutes before the title card, and it's trying to tell you something or set you in the mood. And then every episode has an amazing cold opening, except for maybe the 6th one, because I think they ran out of time and they were just trying to tell a lot of story. And so the cold opening was essentially a progression of the actual show. But all the other ones are usually like little time capsules, tell a very quick story, but it's very powerful and meaningful or somewhat funny, and then sets you in the mood for what the rest of the episode is going to do. I had a great time with every one of them. My favorite one was episode 2. That was an amazing cold opening that starred Maximus's line. Now, this season mostly is following the Ghoul and Cooper. This is what his real name is, from before the bombs and before he was a Ghoul. It does a great job of telling that story. We got a lot of backstory of not only the Ghoul, but of how Cooper, also his wife, who's played by Frances Turner. She does an amazing job. It does a great job of really discovering how he became there and how his decisions unfortunately started the whole process. I enjoyed how deep they went into the lore, how deep they went into character study, especially on both sides. So not only with the Ghoul, but also with Cooper. And you can see how the Ghoul over time becomes more human, not only because of the fact that we see him become human, but his decisions being around Lucy gives him an opportunity to become more humanized. Now, Lucy, on the other hand, who in the first season was very naive, a little arrogant, somewhat fight-headed, she is now becoming hardened. So you can see how they're starting to intertwine and how they're trying to switch places, which is great for the TV series. You don't get as much Lucy as you did the first season. You get a lot of Ghoul this season. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the backstory. It was great. The Maximus storyline is the same as it was the first season. You get his story, his growth around the edges. He's still there. He's still growing, and you get to discover more of the Brotherhood and all the decisions they made. It was great. They do a great job of telling story. It's just that they were trying to pack a lot of story with a lot of people in 40 minutes. That's really hard sometimes to get a lot of great storytelling. But I feel like they did such an awesome job. They went back to the vault. It was great. I loved it. Now, your discretion for people who play the game. This is an adaptation of the game. This is an extension of the game. This is not the game as if you were playing it. This is beyond the game. I think it was 15 years after New Vegas is what they were saying. saying. So this is beyond what you would play in a game setting. But somebody said it, I think it was on Button Mass, or it may have been on something else. Mr. Know-It-All on YouTube. They are basically players. So you can kind of see what one person who is naive tries to be good and what happens to them, and the person one who's very, 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 very tough and very cold and what happens. And their decisions are what you see if you were playing the game. So as you're watching this, please understand that this is not going to be like the game, the Fallout game. This is going to be an adaptation and extension. This is not like The Last of Us, which was very right down the middle and followed the game, well, mostly followed the game plan. This is going to play around with it, which is cool for me, especially as a non-player. But for some people, you may have to let go of some stuff in order for you to have a truly enjoyable experience. Score was great. Production design, you can tell they spent a lot of money on this. They went a lot of great places. They do a great job of using practical effects and also adding on with CGI and all the other stuff. I felt like I had an awesome time living in not only the 70s, but also being in the wasteland, New Vegas, and still hanging out with the Brotherhood. There are some really, really, really cool cameos, especially in episode 2, going to 3, and also the last episode. You'll be surprised who's there. You can see how big the show has become, because these people are just like randomly popping up out of nowhere, and they're looking for it, and they want to be a part of the show. So it's so much fun to see what's going on with this show. I'm looking forward to season 3. My favorite episode was episode 2. It will pull at your heartstring. I felt like the ending was great. It leads us on to number 3. I wish they had answered a question I thought they were going to get to, but everything else they did, I can't be mad at. So what am I going to give it? I'm going to give it a grade of an A. There's some good gore in this. This is not the boys gore still. You know, the boys are like outrageously crazy gore, but this is really, really appropriate for this kind of TV show. Go watch it. Like, share, and comment, subscribe. My favorite character, I know, Travis, I know. My favorite character is Aaron Moulton's character, Maximus. But what's your favorite character? Don't boo me, Travis, don't boo me. What's your favorite character? Put it in the comment. Tell me who you enjoyed. Did you enjoy Norm? Did you enjoy Hank? Did you enjoy Lucy, the ghoul, Cooper, his wife, Mr. House? Oh, wait a minute. All those people there. Which one did you like? Tell me. I want to know. I want to know how you enjoyed this. Go watch 8 episodes, about 40 minutes. So probably not to split it up, but it's worth the hassle. Once again, this is Maxtan, Candid at the Movies, and I'm out.